Multiple wrestling journalists and outlets have combined to report that Adam Cole's NXT contract has expired, with Cole planning to complete the next month and then ride off into the sunset after WWE Summerslam 2021. Now, we've played the Adam Cole's contract situation game before. Funnily enough, it was the same person reporting it last time as well, and the general consensus is that it wasn't true last time. Although the reports now suggest that what was true last time wasn't true last time, and in fact what wasn't true last time might have actually been true last time. It's really difficult to keep up with some of these stories. Now, what's different this time? Well, essentially this time the person reporting it has Rat Pack backup. It's no longer just Wrestling Inc. as it was before, it's a whole heap of people all reporting essentially the same thing. That Adam Cole has let his contract run down, and essentially run out. That he is choosing not to sign a new deal rather than not being offered one. That he is very well liked backstage, and that they don't know where he's going. I've mentioned in the past, we're talking back in Sportskeeda podcast days, that Adam Cole is universally popular and is considered the leader of the NXT locker room. We're looking at essentially a Roman Reigns just on a different brand. He's considered the guy at the very top. I'm going to make a leap of faith here and say that All Elite Wrestling must be a very tempting option for Adam Cole, but essentially, let's be honest, the world is his oyster. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Cole has spoken extensively in interviews about his plans within the WWE and how he doesn't really want to join the main roster, even though he is excited by some of the matches potentially on offer. One of those matches that was on offer was against Daniel Bryan, who he's both wrestled against and is no longer with the company. This now seems like a very cleverly played ruse, essentially saying to the media the company line, but when it actually gets round to what he's doing, it simply isn't the case anymore. Firstly, he won't be joining the main roster now. In fact, apart from two main events on some historically good SmackDown and Raw installments against Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins, and a match at Survivor Series against Pete Dunne, Adam Cole will have avoided the main roster entirely. In fact, there really isn't much of anything left for Cole to do in NXT. The Undisputed Era played itself out, and it's not dead and buried so heavily at this point, they'll basically never find the time capsule for the damn thing. He's been a multiple-time NXT champion and put on several of the highest rated matches in company history. To be completely honest, what else is there for him to actually do? His contract reportedly expired around the Great American Bash, which suggests that around WrestleMania time, when they were putting together the first real match between Cole and O'Reilly, it really was keeping their options open because that contract was pretty much over at that point. Cole is one of those people who knows exactly what he's worth, and the world and wrestling need more of these people. And he knows how to take advantage of his worth as well. His Twitch channel is thriving, as is his work of Up Up Down Down. Up Up Down Down might be a WWE entity, but the artist formerly known as Tyler Breeze seems to be getting along just fine with both, despite being released. I recently watched The Party, as they refer to themselves, play Mario Golf. If you want to watch good Mario Golf, check out Outside Xbox, who do much better at it. Fightful are also saying that his contract has expired with no formal extension in place currently, but a deal of some sort allowing Cole to work until post SummerSlam. So a handshake deal, basically. That's an awful lot of trust shown by Triple H. But then, this is Adam Cole. The WWE are basically losing the leader of the NXT locker room. This is going to hurt, not just now, but for years to come. This is a big one. Of all the releases that have happened so far, this is undoubtedly the one that hurts the WWE the most. Even the loss of Daniel Bryan is something that they can and will recover from. I'm really not sure NXT will recover from this one. So, is he done? And if he is, where does he go next? Well, the obvious choice, as I think we all agree, is AEW. But let's break down why. Adam Cole is elite. He always has been. A lot of the Undisputed Era seemed like it was based on the fact that Adam Cole is elite. He has very close ties to AEW, including many of his closest friends and his partner, but not Kevin Owens. At least not yet. So his actual best friend won't be there. Those two love each other. Like, there's bromance and then there's them two loving each other. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if Adam Cole's name was always on the AEW roster list. If they always knew that he was coming and when. If the only hold-up to his arrival was a contract that he was never planning to sign. Adam Cole seems a lock for AEW, and my word, what an impact will he make. There is a subsection of former WWE guys who all seem to be moving to AEW at once, and they're taking a hell of a lot of talent with them. Just consider for a moment a division featuring CM Punk, Jon Moxley, Daniel Bryan, and Adam Cole. If this is what AEW can offer us, then I don't give a damn where they worked before. I only care that they might give us a match that even just mentioning the names of the participants makes you salivate. Are you surprised by this news? Is it something you didn't see coming, or is it something that massively ignites your interest? Let me know, because for me, this is the one name that will turn me into an AEW regular. Let's catch up with the chat. Ed says it's unlikely Adam Cole is going anywhere. He has the run of the shop in NXT with getting whatever angle he likes, but he does have connections in AEW in a bunch of ways. Yeah, there is a lot of question marks about this. I do think he's going personally, but there is nothing preventing him from signing a new contract. The issue, I feel, will be fiscal, so financial. When it comes to new contracts, the WWE for years now have been offering less. Essentially for the last year and a half, whenever someone signs a new contract, they've been offered less than they were on before. It's genuinely not good enough, and it's not going to keep people, and it's why so many people who were on high contracts got shoved out the door. Dylan Tracy, welcome, says Adam Cole has been dead for years, ask the Bucks. The collective frenzy over this just shows how crazy we all are. Adam Cole is also, by the way, the reigning PCW Cruiserweight Champion, so he's got a lot to his name. R.I.P. Michael says I really wondered about how long he'd be there since he's still on Twitch. To be fair, he can get away with Twitch on NXT. It's just a case of, I really do think they plan to move him to the main roster, but his lack of contract is essentially him saying, yeah, no. Dylan says Adam Cole's the greatest NXT champion in my opinion. I would agree with that personally. Noob is here, welcome, saying hello Mr. Colohue. This weekend of wrestling news getting crazy. It's been an absolutely crazy weekend. The whole damn time. It's gone ballistic. So welcome Noob, and I completely agree. Dylan says the party is wild. Love up, down, down. Agreed. Some of the Uno games. If I ever get to interview Adam Cole, the first thing I'm going to ask him, how did you make that dumber play? And anyone who's watched it knows exactly what I mean. Hey, Unpopular Review, welcome guys, welcome to the show. I don't know if it's one of you or two of you, I believe it's a two-person show that popped in every now and then. Welcome to the show. How the devil are you? Captain Buzzy says, if AEW does actually get him to sign, when do we start getting concerned about them hoarding talent? Firstly, I want to see how Rampage plays out. Because if they have two shows, we need to be realistic here and say that they can spread out that talent a lot better. So they wouldn't really have the same worry about hoarding talent. That said, they definitely got a lot. Like, there are some huge numbers there, particularly in lesser featured divisions, lower down the card, or, given that it's AEW, the women. A lot of women who don't get featured need to work on that. Ricky says, had no idea Adam Cole was leaving. A move to AEW would be very interesting. He did keep it incredibly quiet. I'm surprised it got out when it's got out. It's also, of course, possible that this news getting out is a negotiating tactic. Michael says, an unscripted Adam Cole in AEW would be fire. He's mostly unscripted anyway. It's just a bit more exciting. Eleanor says, has this news actually said he's not going to re-sign with NXT? No, this news has said his contract has expired. Which essentially means he could still sign with NXT, but I do know that WWE are not offering higher level deals at the moment. They're essentially undercutting the deals that they had previously. So I'm just not sure he's getting a good offer, and I'm not sure he'll be tempted to stay. I don't think he would have let his contract run down if he was planning to stay, but that is just my opinion, to be clear. It's a fair comment, Eleanor, and I'm glad you made it. Get the Table says, if you really think about it, if you're Adam Cole, I would leave, seeing how Cross and others have been built. Adam Cole is an exception in that he's been treated incredibly well. He's been one of their highest caliber performers for a long time. So I think he's got that on his side, and I think he has the goodwill of basically everyone. He came up to the main roster and just started beating champions. Get the Table says, I just feel like Vince doesn't see a star in Adam Cole like Triple H does. If I was Adam Cole, I'd be pretty worried getting called up. To be blunt, Adam Cole had no intention of getting called up, to my knowledge. I've spoken in the past about the plan this time last year to bring up the Undisputed Era as a group. Not all of them wanted to go, and it became a problem.